Black History Month bullshit. It's history, not black history. It's history. 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 What about student-led history classes? When you want to push what you feel is relevant on all of the other students, where are we going to let that end? Oh, I am fine with students teaching. We have student teachers. We have students who are teachers' aides. Some of them assist the class. Some of them know the curriculum because they took the class the year or two before. Yes, there is a certain amount of leeway to be had there. But who is that leeway for? Are you taking any leeway to educate anyone on current events with mentally disabled people or the homeless? Or do we have to exclusively only look at what black people want to tell us and shove down our throats? Are we going to ignore current slavery in the United States? Are we going to ignore that actual current issue because a bunch of racist and lazy students aren't getting their fucking way? Now, why do I say lazy? Because they just walked out. Of course, they get to. What are their consequences? If I don't go to fucking court and I just walk out, there is a hell of a lot of fucking consequences. I didn't get my way. So yeah, there's going to be consequences for me because I didn't get my way, right? Or do those consequences need to be for others? How's walking out of school fucking helping you? How's that helping your education? How is that getting your voice heard? Well, you're allowed to. Why are you allowed to? How come it's okay for you, but it's not okay for a homeless person? Does a homeless person just get to walk out when they don't get to say what they want to say? No, you victimize the shit out of us. You try to word everything that we say. We must be racist. We must be sexist. We must deserve this. All the shit that I hear BLM bitching about happens to homeless persons a lot fucking worse. While BLM members are either taking a back seat to the homeless issue or directly confronting and literally harming, maiming, blowing up and fucking killing homeless people, even black homeless people. You get back from a rally where, what was it they said, 600 white mothers marched with BLM in the front to protect those people, to protect those minorities from being shot, from being killed, because they understood the bias that I have been saying from the very beginning. If it ain't a white girl, no one gives a fuck. Gabby Petito is a fucking white girl. The rest of us gotta fucking fight for it. The media cares about pretty white girls and mothers. The police care about pretty white girls and mothers. We all got a spot for mothers, don't we? We've all got one. But some of us know that our mothers are not good people. Our mothers chose other things, and our mothers did predatory things, horrible things. Sometimes things that we assign to men and pretend that is a male exclusive. "96% of those killed by police every year are men." When you say the fact that 22% of those killed in the United States were black, and that this shows a horrible, disparaging thing, look at the fact that let's look at 2019, because I don't know what the approximate population is now. It could be 370 to 380 million for all I know. In 2019, there were 60 million black people in America, 60 million disabled people in America. Black people accounted for 22% of those killed by police. The disabled accounted for 51% of those killed by police. Meanwhile, although black people and disabled people had an equal population, the disabled and black people had a population size 120 times the population of the homeless at the time, around 500,000. While out of 60 million disabled people in America, those disabled people accounted for 51% of those killed by police. That 500,000 was only off by 1% from that, almost 2%. 500,000 Americans accounted for 49% of those killed, came from that tiny section of the population. There are a lot more Native Americans than that in this country. There are millions of Native Americans. Even Native Americans don't hold a candle to the number of missing and murdered people that we have out on the streets that none of you care about. You pretend they wanted it, needed it, chose it, or deserved it. Our own families rape us and beat us into submission until we leave, until we have nothing left there for us. And then you tell us we chose it. No, we chose to flee a beating. We chose to flee having our bodies desecrated by our own families, by the people that we're supposed to trust when we're abused, by the people that we are supposed to go to because they're supposed to love us and care about our best interest. All Natalie's dad cared about was fucking his daughters and hiding it. If that meant feeding them drugs, so be it. They're more docile when they're fucked up on heroin, ain't they, Ted? And if you want them more lively, you just feed them some more meth, don't you, Ted? And of course, if it's a guy that is fucking ugly as sin and your daughter doesn't want to have sex with that fucking ugly old man, you're going to give her enough heroin that she's almost fucking dead so that she just lay there and take it. Fucking shut off.